Are you looking for a new home without all the chaos of ongoing construction? Well, stick around. Today we're going to tour you through a now available, stunning model home in a closeout community.
This is your chance to get in, last chance to get in without all the dust, noise, and hassle.
Absolutely. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Welcome back, or if you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Jennifer Smith and this is my husband,
Justin Smith.
And we've helped hundreds of people just like you move to
and from
Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months, we've got you covered. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make that smooth move to Tucson. All right, so before we take you through this now available stunning model home, let's talk a little bit about the area and the community real quick. As far as the community, we are over here in Houghton Reserve. Now, we did do a video on this community about a year ago, but a lot has changed. So they are now in the closeout phase, which they just started construction in here about 2.5 years ago. And with 226 homes, it's actually fairly quick close out for Tucson new construction in general. But I can see why this community has some great views. You have views off to the east over here of the Rincons, views to the north of the Catalinas, and just quick, easy access to like so many different amenities nearby. So if you like to hike, we have hiking within about 10-15 minutes, depending on where you want to go, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you're right on the edge of town and you're, basically cornered between the Rincons and the Catalina Mountains right here. You're really close to that Tanca Verde area.
Yes.
So you're, 10 minutes away getting into the Saguaro National Park East, and there are just trails that go on through there for days.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun right there. If you're into hiking, there's a good chance that you're gonna end up into the Saguaro National Park East. Or 15 minutes to the north, you're at the base of Mount Lemmon and start climbing up into the Catalinas. You can drive up that one.
Yeah, whether you like hiking or not, if you're coming into the area and you've never been at Mount Lemmon, we highly recommend it. Yeah, within about 10-15 minutes, you're gonna be to the base. And then from there, it'll be about an hour or so drive up. It is, windy mountain terrain. So a lot of times you're gonna be going 25-30 miles per hour. You'll have cyclists that go up and down it as well. So sometimes you'll have to go a little bit slower. And then on times of the year that we do actually get some snow, which is pretty rare, but it definitely happens usually every year, we're gonna get the majority of it up on Mount Lemmon.
Absolutely. I was told this last year we only had 14 inches of snow. And in order for them to open up the ski resort up there, they have to have 16 inches of snow. So, massive disappointment to people planning to move to Tucson and go skiing. But Mount Lemmon actually does have the United States southernmost ski resort up there. Or ski slope. So yeah, fun fact right there for you.
Yeah, and if you're just looking to cool off, it can be a great place to go up there and just kind of pull off for the day. You'll see the terrain change from like the saguaros and ocotillos and all, that desert brush up into like canopies of just pine trees that are huge and gorgeous, and it just cools off anywhere from like 20 to 30 degrees when you get towards the top of Mount Lemmon. So that can make a big difference as you start getting into the summers here.
Absolutely, and clear views from up there too. So great spot to hang out and look at some city lights or just overlook Tucson in general. So.
Yep, and another good one, if you haven't been to Tucson before, or even if you have, maybe it's been a while, go to Sabino Canyon. We're within about 20 minutes of Sabino Canyon from here, and you can hike or you can take the tram, either option. It's absolutely beautiful up there, and we highly recommend it.
That's a Tucson staple. If you're only in town for a few days, go to Sabino Canyon. you have just the absolute beauty of the desert. They do moonlight rides up there for the Charlie sometimes too. So that's fun. Even in the summer, you want to go up there for an evening, try to find one of those full moon ones where they go out there at night. Just, really cool thing to go do with the family.
We've done that before and the kids loved it.
Yeah, don't drop your kid's sweater off the side and try to chase the Charlie later on.
Not speaking from experience or anything.
Maybe a little bit.
But like we said, not just hiking and, cool things to do nearby, but you also have shopping and dining close by and entertainment. So right down the road, literally you could walk there if you really wanted to. I don't recommend it during the summertime, but any other time of year, you could walk over to Galaxy Theater over there, one of our favorite movie theaters. There's also Mama's Pizza, one of our favorite pizza shops in this area.
Get the fried ravioli.
Get the fried ravioli. It's definitely worth it. And then Hops. It's a sports bar that's in the area as well, right next to that theater we were talking about, and around the corner from Mama's. And what's your favorite?
Yeah, that's a family-owned restaurant. So it's actually the family that owns and operates that right now. Is actually related to what used to be one of Tucson's favorite sandwich shops, maybe still is for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Luke's. So if you go to Hops, I recommend getting the Italian beef there. So that's that's a really famous Chicago type sandwich. So I enjoy that. There's only a few spots in Tucson that make a decent one, and that's probably the best.
Exactly. All right, and then right across from that complex we were just talking about, there's a Safeway. So really close access for groceries. If you're not a huge fan of Safeway, there's also a Fry's right down the street. There's gonna be a Target within 10 minutes. 15 minutes and you'll be over to Park Place Mall. There's a lot of good dining and shopping options over there. I mean, really just to get into central Tucson, you're gonna be about 15 minutes away. Major hospitals within 10 to 15 minutes. And then access to I-10 is usually one of the questions we get asked about. So being at Broadway and Houghton right here, two of our main roads, you can shoot down Houghton, straight down south to I-10. Within about 15-20 minutes, depending on traffic, you should be to I-10. A lot of people, if they're going to downtown from here though, will just kind of hit Broadway and take that over. So depending on traffic, it could be about 30 minutes.
You forgot to mention it's about 6.5 minutes to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh my gosh, yes. I know. My favorite coffee place though, it's probably not the best coffee there is. If you're looking for local coffee shops though, there's a few around the area that we can recommend as well. Really just if you need recommendations for the area or for anywhere in Tucson, if you're making the trip here, drop them in the comments or shoot us a text or an email, drop us a phone call. We always love to give all of our recommendations for the area. Being, local Tucsonans, native Tucsonans, we grew up here, so we pretty much know anything and everything in and around the Tucson area.
Absolutely, hidden gems everywhere.
Yep, so with that being said, jumping back into the community real quick. So this was built by Meritage. I believe right now we have 17 homes left for the closeout.
Yeah, 17 homes that are currently on the market that they're trying to sell, hoping for a July closing on all of those except for one, which they're shooting for August, and that's the one that we're in right now.
Yes. Because
this is the Finch model. This one, they have 6 spec homes out there that they're trying to sell. So if someone goes over into that sales office, a big part of their inventory is this floor plan. So they get to walk them right over here. Everything's finished. They give you an idea of what that home's gonna look like when it's done. But this one does have some extra bells and whistles in it too. Builders are typically putting their best foot forward when it comes to the spec homes.
Absolutely, and the models. So with this one that we're gonna tour you through
That's what
today.
I meant to say, sorry. with the models.
They do a great job on the specs.
With the spec homes, they do a lot of upgrades in those that they wouldn't if you were going to a design center and having your own home built. A lot of those upgrades are already within the spec home without the price of having to add them in.
Absolutely. So of those 17 homes, they're gonna range in price from about $412,000, which is gonna be your smallest model in here, the 1460 square foot, all the way up to a 2930 square foot, which is at $675. So kind of a big difference from the smallest to the largest there.
That $675 though is the model next door to this one.
Yes.
They do hope to close out on that one in July, have a closing for that in July, and it is decked out.
Yeah.
It is Yeah, 2,930. It's a much bigger home. Well, this is a pretty decent size, but
Yeah.
it is a bigger home, and it
Yes.
has all those bells and whistles with the model. So yeah, of course they're demanding a premium on that one.
Yeah, but the majority of homes that are left in here are gonna be in the low $500,000 range. So the Finch model we were talking about, where they have 6 of the spec homes available for July closing, they're gonna range from about $507,000 up to about $532,000, with the exception of this model, which is gonna be offered, or is being offered at $585,000. Again, you're gonna see why as we tour through it. They really just put their best foot forward in these model homes and add all of these amazing touches that just really make it look, you know, like a luxury home. I mean, you're getting close to luxury for $585,000. That's amazing to me.
And it'll give you a perfect idea of what those spec homes, at least the floor plan, looks like in there too. So
Yep. So the Finch is 2125 square feet, and that's going to give you 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a den, and then it does have a 2-car garage. But if you go in there, to me it looks more like a 2.5-car garage. I think they call it 2-car with storage, but definitely a ton of space in there. So if you have, you know, a really long truck, or you want like a little area to have like a little workshop in your garage or something, have a spot for all your tools, this model definitely has it. All right, let's head on in. All right, so nice large entry as we step in, and this is a true split bedroom floor plan. So we're gonna have 2 bedrooms over on this front side of the house. Full bathroom here, tub shower. You do have a linen area in there. 2nd bedroom. These rooms are actually very spacious as well. And all the nice touches that you would expect in a model. You do have the higher baseboard in here, the wood look plank tiles. You have like a little drop area right here, little mudroom area, the panel doors, and actually hidden in the laundry room back here is a sink as well. So a little deceiving, it's actually quite large. The recessed lighting throughout. This is the den. So great, you know, office area, could be a great playroom, great workout area. Basically a good flex room, good sized closet here. And then we go into the great room. So very bright and open. You have a living area off the kitchen, a great sized dining area, and a beautiful gourmet kitchen. These are some of my favorite countertops right here. And then you do have the gas cooktop and a large corner pantry. Really, with 2125 square feet, like the floor plan, it feels almost even larger. It's very spacious. This is the primary suite. You actually have a little extra open area right here as well. But you do have the dual vanity, a large tile shower with those glass doors. You do have a linen closet over here. Very, very spacious closet as well. Now, one of the major benefits to the model home versus the spec homes are just gonna have the dirt backyard. But as you see when we go out here, if you're purchasing this model home, you have this large covered patio, but you have a fully landscaped backyard. So you have the beautiful pavers, the turf, and then just some low care desert landscaping in here. And if you can see, you actually have some great Rincon Mountain views right there as well. All right, so thank you for sticking around with us today as we toured this stunning, now available model in Houghton Reserve. If you have any questions about the community or any of the closeout homes that are available, the incentives, like I said, we stay up to date on all of that. So give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, drop comments below. We always love to hear from you guys. If you're thinking about making that move to Tucson, you know, whether it be resale or new construction, we are here to help. And if you haven't already and you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a like and Click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so we can keep you updated on the current market in Tucson, Arizona.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.